Rodriguez throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Back to throw. Rodriguez. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive,
they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this. Rodriguez now to throw on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rodriguez. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they use him.
Now Rodriguez throwing on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors at that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
Looking to throw. Rodriguez. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Rodriguez. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Mac Jones, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. The Colts trying to finish that one off and claim victory. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's McKissick. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Michael Palardy now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
To the 43, 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Mixon running right, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's Rodriguez. Going to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. So this one in the win column now for the